Bawumia MPP for Muna Munyami ase. Ni atomo ene ni efam. Dr. Bawumia titro da unyami ase. Se na mahu nokorefo ene womo a womo pe wasem. First no na womo ye no nyina bebre no na womo mpe wasem. Nso no womo ne nam ho kwa. Manaso aziri. Otro na nso nra no pa anana no nyumre. Now
and I mean, we say, Minia, I think that Michelle, when we start to scry, Atik Muhammad also wrote something brief.
Yeah, I think was it Atik Muhammad?
Yeah,
that possibility.
Atik Muhammad. I say, if Dr. Bawumia were ever in doubt regarding the group that cost him in the most, he has his answers now. Betrayal and treachery have special ways of manifesting themselves. I believe the MPP's internal contest has helped to reveal people's true identities and loyalties.
I take it all
conscience.
As a Manasseh, I post 2 page a story bizarre.
Yeah, Manasseh, I read it.
Yes. No, you see, that was a time law comment.
KK
Sapon.
Now you see, and go for so no update you.
Lord comment KK Sapon.
And Lord comment support Bawumia. They have never supported Bawumia. The last election they didn't support him. And you know, we say, hey, Omo ako assume you want to know Dr. Bawumia lose obia. When were they
Macman? Some Macman can.
Yeah, I don't know. I was confused because the former health minister. I don't know whether they were saying Ajimamenu. The picture was McMahon. Yeah.
Are you worried about it? But okay, 2023, woman say your campaign and now you call her. Mr. Dr. Bawumia, what that sorry? You young coupon, I da young coupon, I say. Go on. Se no na ma ye hu nya kwaso na no mate say akua free and answer battle so constituency.
Yeah.
Dr. Bawumia na o maka
bom afia koto na share video no ewo Facebook ma no
Dr. Bawumia wo mo aka bom. Dr. Bawumia ba win. He is going to win MPP promise. Na ye da nyankopon wase. Ya kan no kora be ye da nyankopon ase. Edi nyankopon eyi ni tumi adi. Na Dr. Bawumia wiya ho na ebehu se na obehihye wo campaign team. Obehu wo ma obehihye wo for your campaign team. Edem kan obi akwabi o se kama Israel. O se kama Israel. Abranya for brofo o se give time some time. Kama Israel, give time some time. Edem Babre Obi kwa tim kase the same Bawumia ye fule. I know interestingly say ni pen na so no ye nanado kuku dampa o. Womu ye nanado kuku dampa. Imagine somebody be an abstract of common fund for 8 solid years. For 8 solid years. And it wasn't easy.
I was consistently saying on this platform, say, not all of us are yet to the campaign, you know, and the person winning election to the
until this a man from your campaign, Dr. Bawumia can say, no one per Bawumia. Maybe so. It's like this Wesley girls and then Cramofo issue, yeah. And this is be communicator. I think Oyoba. I say Dr. Bawumia 8 years now.
Oh yeah, you had an opportunity to make a firm decision.
Oh yeah, this is communicator.
Yeah.
I say a lawyer. I'm told so a lawyer. Sir NDC Penswa Sir Wesley girls and in Cramofo Bay. Say MPP pencil nearby. Nka wanhwa NDC for buying site nipa. I'm on my block roads, all roads in the country. Now can some NDC for back come from Cramofo no because of Dr. Bawumia. And some can NDC for back and some asofo bin be kan efa nkramofo ho because of Bawumia no ensi Akufo-Addo Bawumia penso esi John Mahama esi Professor Nanaje how they say the omuntiminka and asofo so one say no omuntiminka
Nanaje okọ Wesley Girls right okay omuntiminka
so obi ka so omuntiminka. Look at what is happening. On your vice president, not in the baby. Now Wesley Girls, and this Wesley Girls issue, me have been always preaching for religious tolerance. We must learn to accommodate each other. And Sir President Mahama, a Thanksgiving service or Osu. Now I'm ma Osu ulom wono ma amegunsa. Eyemeya wama osuwu lobono ama amegunsa eyemeya. You must respect the Osu people. You must respect their caste. Na wama wamo ama megunsa na just more bias in favor of every Christians and Muslims. Okay, say agrada ko bi no wana wanhwe Oni Osu Okobi. Oni Osu Dampako share. No one more sere. Now you see, you live in a country. Aye then and kasa talk we aba. And Maya no ko Wesley Girls. Na se omo be Ramadana. Mana wa mo kitchen hokra no benye miamifo bi ye kramuni. Nti mame we dia umma. Nti yesro aya brantem they take care of them. Yewia normal time so mopo numa ebo no mi nsan opon kofi ne kodantem simple. We should learn that. We should people in St. James must also learn this. And I said that fact. Sankramofo ba no robebo mpaye mpre numu a manu so nkonko bo ne mpaye nka say St. James nti me manu mo mpaye e say St. Hubert nti me manu mo ne mpaye. Just that the dressing in there say the omdigu nkramofo mandigu omtia and the menemo tiase the dressing in there muka hijab anase and the oka mete wase. Let's respect Obia. I remember say when we were in primary school some years back. Consider say ya kwasore uroman joda ya kwa no ba ya kwasore boy ba kwa nkwasore baby say so nkwasore na ma me ya comfort je master no bo no abesi ne menti ase da. If you say na ma me ya comfort ana wo bo no sen when the catch say Christosum ne nkramusum kwa na yesum wo wiase. Traditional African religion. It is because of Suma Papa, Chinaman, Antoine, Akonedi, Nogopo. What is wrong about that? That is the religious belief. That is the religious belief. Roman for Yako Grotto, Ameribia. Now, so because you call a baby a boy, no, but not for a bony biba. What is wrong about that? So, you see, Yanko Pano, Ocean and Munyam. Nyankopon be shaba umia ni munyam. Nyankopon be shaba umia ni munyam. Ma omana kuma ntutu. Ba umia kita afon so mo mama kuma ntutu ka preba. Mon nye me nsemidi from 1992 min koma mi shebiya bam. Mi shebiya bam. Naja. Nipa na du bebia na nipa boni ni. Min koma mi shebiya bam. Mama bamun tutu munyina printing mon fancy mon kasa look Bawumia benwene na Bawumia will come and reset Ghana anya wa ma reverse Ghana no this I don't call it reset, I call it reverse. Me who ya bibi na pa me reverse. And once again mama na MPP minority for no ase I don't know where but this Damafia Konuma campaign say how do you say Babina Nano Tamale Pandai more IDC MPC Sabika Frache Papa Mon disqualify me before Manika to enter in parliament. Me am teaching me slow
because
na ye yakwaso parliamentary contributions young
parliamentary debate on the 2026 budget lady minority na lecture majority ne papa
me chia say request kunadu
Fantastic.
NDC ni because I say ato is being economical. We're not in Sabaha. Ato is being brief. Mahalam is being brief. Make sure I say look.
I listened to him and I was like,
and he was lecturing. He was lecturing them. Now, finger mark is cried there, be a page way, be a paragraph way, be a page way, be a. Yeah, according in an NDC for.
I was told that Admako Mensa here the submission we know majority for be Konobu and say Okupulu Salet Tenuahi because the finance minister said on 14th November already budget and they say Omo I installed 1,900 street lights our Ashanti region. Then Admako Mensa here the submission Okupulu let buy minister netre the energy committee in parliament. Let us move to the 10th. And omubo regional ministers na man say afei and omubo introduce contractors omubo install street lights no any site on the 12th of November and then 14th you come to parliament and you say you install 1,900 street lights and even the letter now Admako Mensa puli no the letter no energy ministry no equal to omu say Ashanti you omu the 920 neighbor
but
and all this you go to parliament and lie
na budget na mu kura budget the whole budget mu nyina inconsistencies and contradictions and yet they have accepted the budget. Some people from man contributions savlugu ninu perfect atiwa perfect
east
abran sare de kura de na men nka
fantastic
fatu NDC from man ho never in the history of this country. Never. Let me say, never in the history of this country since Don Diego de Azambuja. Never in the history of this country, Don Diego de Azambuja and Nana Kwame Nsasia. Yenya parliament bia minority, majority. I am to say the Barcelona.
Frustrating minority, the one with the Omoya Afenyo.
But Uncle
Privileges Committee.
That's true. No, just like this in front. So in 1993,
but I think they are telling us how to use power.
1993, MPP no money zero. 1993, MPP zero. No parliamentary candidate. There was no MP. 1993.
Yeah. Because your boycott too, you know.
Also, MPP survived. 7th January 1997. MPP did because it was a dossier.
Yeah, 66 or so.
For Samarano, ever 2000. MPP for Horomo and Women's Station. Womu said the Chelsea Horo Barcelona. Womu Horomo Kasang. Now, wherever who they do come. Because in the 1997-98, no so champion no ho. One, now yiti mensa no ho. Etina omuso bebre no, na omo kasa pa. But with this present crop of parliamentarians in the NDC, me giri se binim kra kasa ma manfo ye be yo aben kasa biu. Pusi kasa me nyini so aben kasa biu.
Bye bye.
Ane do me kwa benya.
Akurugu.
Alekem.
Alekple makurugu.
Look. Etisa metisa da fema ko se omo ko damba ina dia me say mo pa me say MPP for no in the worst case scenario the MPP can decide say look you contain nipa 20 wo maka nyina wo muntina fie and they were able to expose them to public ridicule and contempt. Sasa one minutes I don't go camp you. Economic Tiago Silva. I said Bawumia Maguire. Mr. friend Tiago Silva. Oko Brazil or Thai or Fluminense and other Santiago Oko. Look at how what we are going through as a country. A country yet to be a budget. Timika say, young for teacher for, young for nurses, Namum ya better sanitary pad. Abba, why do we cheapen ourselves like that?
Sanitary powder, finance minister and about parliament, Abeka say I have about 15 cities. And then also Kotobia, what could 2 unit price, 45
cities. Sanitary powder about 45 captured in the budget. This is perhaps the government, but this present NDC government there. No, because Professor Moss, baby, will be a Professor Moss in America currency. Professor Moss will not have entertained this type of characters, some of these characters. Professor Moss, a well-disciplined politician, a God-fearing politician, an honest politician, a truthful politician. Professor Moss, I born dinner, na sorry. Professor Moss, I born dinner, ni media diani come and naka say Professor Moss, timfa diani nshabanu, minfa nshabanu, because oye nokurekani, oye nyamsuroni, obuadie, openipa. For me, buzia manunu biya, but nyame kan for buzia ho, ene nyame kan for Professor Moss ho. Nipa miyanu wey. Like I say, yes, Minyan Kuponi. These are my mentors in life. Professor Moss, Kofia Brefa Buzia. And then you better know. You're quoting, you better know, Hinaba. Number 3, I'm President Mahama, Jama, Wamamia Ferry, Mahama, Wamamia Ferry. Because I praised you to the high heavens. I knew some Mahama, Wabayadia Mamana, ye. Shababi yanam shasa express road asemia bedi
asenso atemi
okay sabi ka fracho wasie for mpamacho wanima won kwa brochire da na asenso asem no kan no ubedi natem express road
kwa brochire da ena honorable Francis Asenso Boache asem o kan ubedi natem
because look anyase ba ben call that me buba bomfia nyon call that de onya kwani hu highway or autobahn
or motorway,
highway, autobahn.
M25, the A6.
Because you can use about 3 years to build an express road.
Now, when it's your bar, Hannah, must say, wait, now you bear 6 years.
6 years, you can't know when you to say, Burkina Faso, Nino. Burkina Faso, Nino, no bet to me at the best 6 years. In Switzerland, mountains in the Bino and Bessa, Katokro ni train from. It took them 15 years, even in Switzerland. It is up as our express road from Kumasi to Accra. But the Accra says in a minute, because African politics and African intellectuals, African politicians, Obasoyan autobahn and a highway from Accra. Now I am for N2, N-way, what you see autobahns or highways or express road. Na sabi nkurabia misrameka ban kwa brochire da on tenaka mu autobahn so highway so edidan be kire very asanso
empasantman
am satum fasantman mara ben wo hene ba wafa bisu wa brochire.
Oh yes,
me ma afa bisu wa brochire obi afa bisu wa brochire bia no meka woni wosimu ten. It took them a lot of years. One plan. So
you buy I don't know the existing one now. Kunipa, road crashes, road accident, deaths. I record was get it done
exactly.
And then
yes, and so no canono. Badjum back. Obia yin sem boso men kono bia badjum pian. Oba support ni asenso no cano. So ye konongo and domasi afrim ye anyinam afrim ye anyiresi afrim intiketimi ye no we are in 2025. Then we can say look, in 2035 you use the express route. Then you start now kwani baby adefa achase ne kura bi wo hono ma je so mkoko test.
Yes
sasa no
wo the test channel
eti bet member say kwano kura say yes express road baby ebedan from Ajosu to baby kura ebedan ebe about 20 kilometers. Well planted with matured minds. Mongana afuo say bloggers ye tuaba kanti
no answer be a can
bloggers okavi
onye Ghana
and you guys are saying yes at don't you have a whole minister beating kase saanso na ne nananum kase bempe kwame nkroma kosombu regional minister o me da me mboni dini regional minister I work with brochire da I was here dey wa brochire I wa fa autobahn so I wa fa highways wa fa expressway hey na ya go say ya fo say afutan abetie awurade nyankopɔ no yi ayi ba na be di atana na vinim bloggers we bloggers autobahn on fa bi so da express road on fa bi da highway on fa bi da what that is be president akokɔ nketenkete akokɔ nketenkete national project awurade nyame ankokɔ no a President Mahama ayane ka ba nyina you go to Brazil, you go to Holland, you go to Denmark nkokɔ no nyina no 1.3 farm bi nkokɔ oh yes 1.3 farm nkokɔ money Ghana money aye friend Ghana and our own president no watch akokɔ no we awurade nyankopɔ no ne be boje so na no me ba brother be meat factory wo bekirichem. I've been saying, sir, man fa banisika enkoye se adwuma no. Man fa banisika enkoye cathedral.
And boy, I know was saying same thing. Says I go get na and you shouldn't be a banisika.
Was starting anka MVP town da we am ka se mu fa banisika. Na go get this and go na be the man send be the man. Please let's my uncle on the relaunch of NPP's Okaku in Guinea. Look, I'm starting of this quotation. I said those who make peaceful change impossible.
Ghana government has condemned it. You welcome try it. And then condemn.
You know, in history, eons of years, I said those who make peaceful change impossible, they make violent change inevitable. Mikini say, ba man satraye nensasaye maboko ba bene ye no man satraye nensasaye eba gidigidi. This was the position of Socrates, Archimedes before Jesus Christ was born. And at what Swabeti said. So you read about the French Revolution, ancient regime, the English Revolution, the American Revolution, the War of Independence. Go to the guns. The day Akai, go to the guns. They will tell you. You go to the people of Tachimai, present day Tachimai. They are woman and back all over the world. Now, me dey tell me my position say Baba wo krom no beni yawo beni say the best samba no of violence or not. Don't weep for that. I remember when Okujato Blackwa was in opposition. He was always praising Papa V.
Yeah.
Papa V who ya crown Okujato Blackwa say ya man state barrier.
State barrier.
Well, state barrier say man from Kunadu Emano na she did well for women. On a man Maya very active in politics in Ghana. And Kuradu Emano na coming back today. Then when a coup took place in I think 2022 in Mali. NDC commentator see nanka biya si Ghana nanka biya ba wamanka ana ba wamanka come kind they were jubilating ku asima ni biya ba Ghana afedie President Mahama ya ben na gritu umatro rebaye Anuachi President Mahama Bevlo Latte lawyer Bevlo Latte I am a senior lawyer
to the Sahels.
So Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Meboa. And I'm kind of Guinea by joining.
Yes, you said it.
I said it.
Yeah.
Guinea Conakry by joining. Because I say, Togo, I'm finding whom my echo was. You'll be flirting with them. President Mahama, Niama Kosun se Munu Ekosu or Guinea Bissau, and Sana Umbeto Abamina, Obiankasa, Okuja to a black one casa. Afi Kubaya, and President Mahama, and Yokuja to a black cano. Yana Guinea Bissau, or my dinner home. As long as we have humanity, the lessons we've learned since Adam and Eve, and he said, those who make peaceful change impossible, they make violent change inevitable. That's what look who see Cameroon. Many bad J. Hey. That's what look who see Cameroon. Many bad J. And there are open yes, and Ranopa. Bobby Wine in Uganda or Mukodamus. I should have 42 Amman supporters new. Shania Kosu Uganda, President Mahama, Okuja Tablaka. African leaders, Sabi Binum, Nyamibe Tiamoka. Nyamibe Tiamoka in the sense, in Uganda, Shaniako campaign, Bobby Wine campaign, cry up, and Nipabe was shot to death in Uganda. In Tanzania, more than 100 people died. As I'm talking to you now, Tanzania, Mameno, she has been indicted in ICC. Tanzania, President, no. She has been indicted. Crimes against humanity. African leader, apart from Pokagami, Nkwana Kondamo Mameno, Domahama went to Ghana. Na sabi kafrache nsem hunu se identity African leaders Nkwana ye indicted wo mo international court. Na nya African leaders ne be indicted on court indicted when. Look at the mess going on in Uganda. Look at what has happened in Benin. Constitution, you're changing from 10 years to 14 years. What is going on in Cote d'Ivoire? Open to before. So ECOWAS, and Yemo so Guinea Bissau will join the Sahel state. But ECOWAS no cry no. When you cry Nigeria say na kono so be join ECOWAS. For what? ECOWAS for what? ECOWAS for it. The time as one.
Your next 10 minutes let me share the relaunch of our constitution.
Relaunch of constitution. Maybe we need to relaunch it. Yeah, because you see, MPP is in November now.
Yeah.
They are entering December. Allow them to go for their primaries. Mati Koka nyawa kran. Mati ni video bi. And he took Nana B on.
Yeah. In fact, the first time who flyer no, I made a comment. Nana B called me and I told him. Okay, no explanation.
Okay, said there.
Because
okay, said can we suspend there? Yeah. That you suspend it.
Because you see, I say he can't man bomb to do.
Nearby an
I see a Costate Patriotic Institute has started.
I mean, we shall not be lecture.
So why can't we wait? We have a major event.
This is not the time for us to be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. This is not the time for us to be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Nero was fiddling around when Rome was on fire. And then this from there. This is not the time. This is not the time for us to be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Hey, Bawumia dance yani what mera wo de baba lunch no kwakura bi ase kwa Bawumia campaign. I know Bawumia no ntimi nka. Mena meka. Me o me kuma. Mentina ho amafie anye for my brother, my younger brother to suffer. Why is my life? Why does life in me? Mentina ho ma omunya me nua Bawumia no bukata. People who have hidden agenda can go on. But I am saying
I think people have hidden agenda.
Mere. People who seem to have a hidden agenda. Yet, Munfibia, Muntiabia. What Mara Ubenya? Quiet campaign, quiet chairman for the entire band to Bawumia. Better Nanchi or my Yamama Lanche. We don't care. We will not be filling around when Rome is on fire. Professor Zato, Dr. Donfe, Mwamukika Winano, Bugri, Baba Mando, Tampo, Master Planner, and Mwamukika Hono, Amadaku, Muntiabia, Afiakoto Muntiabia. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Bawumia. SDF famu kwa sorenda Bawumia. Nkramo famu konra Bawumia. Akristo famu bekochina Bawumia. Oba relanche MPP manifesto MPP and constitution. Come on, please. They should give some of us break. Me all lanche amenko. To say Minka se bian from me. No bian from me.
Yeah, creative BB to use it to milk the system.
Exactly.
Because of their own TSU.
Exactly.
We have such a major event.
Some of them no. Why
can't we wait? Why can't we wait so that you talk about where we are? You have a flag bearer
who would chair.
And then once I did the prayer, once I near a flyer for some convenience to please somebody near the president Mahama Danado Atoso, we have to so. Then your 2024 candidate at the election, your surviving former vice president, where you're not to
let's concentrate on Bawumia. Let's pray for Bawumia. Let's fast for Bawumia. Some case are sort of for no Muamugunsa, no so Mungunsa Bawumia. Muamuya Buddhist, Muampaya Bawumia, Bahai, Obia Bawumia. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Oh, Yantiasia Nantiasia China. Now because I remember in Yache. Mimi from people as in 1992. What you say? About 33 years ago. And I'm in the Abakokra. So please, MPP free. Mpemfona mo wankana so bia mundi ground so until mundi mekoso. Because me say mo patriotic institute ya say. Wo fra me sansa na beto about from say me mra me ka me nko.
NDC have presented this budget. As a gaps a womb loopholes.
National executives,
the national party. Minim as we speak. Minim our communication approach.
No, to
this 2026 budget. And as Obia na found also correlate constitution. For what? Is this the thing that we need to spend our time, our energy, our resources on? Budget here gaps a womb, their minority and can deliberately institute a team, a communication team responsible for education, related issues on the budget, health, security. You're dealing with it. Was your query land? Let me started patriotic, but other institute school but the timing.
Don't want to press you cry and a patriotic institute no. But you have lost focus. You don't know the clarity of direction. What the party new call and what to wanna Obia be the advance in that election of the what is all this? We will not be fiddling when Rome is on fire. Na benim abufu amanfo buafu at the grassroots no sani amanfo buasia fu pa no na MPP no sababu fu a ho me na msi party 1992 nam ka ho MPP for bufu a ha wow we raba ho
just you don't know what they are doing
sir
na do know say na no a omuhia the aspirants. The election committee share aspirant on this prosing one, there wasn't a conclusion. There was a sharp disagreement.
I see.
And then the omuyan say omo de beko National Council because National Council and they authorize the election committee no muntimi take decision without into omo de beba ho executives no watch two obi say ye corner for National Council meeting na ye beka san komo no honom ye to so aba the other side will lose enti yemfre obi so yemfre and national executive were attacked at the meeting o
sir
me say
was that national executives in there
Nana B JFK were attacked verbally at the meeting
obi na attack o man
yes
obi na attack o man
one of the aspirants
sir
you are not dealing with these issues you are massaging the figures issues no
sir it looks like omotama
and near march say near movie say you will use it to make the system what is this
it looks like omunyina omotama na so
oh
say party headquarters so there the way I mean who grassroots no or more responses no any interaction me say why you clean akora party headquarters or meto abeti am now what I foresee is say after 31st December no I be ura 1st February no meto aba no sa national executive simbia o me anti Bawumia no what I can foresee is say Bawumia when we are we share comments I so especially in the coca no mum cosma easy for the party easy yeah we share the coca because you the coca no kana was see to about 31st first wow we are national officer we
so there na obvious obi oba we ni bia no second we ni a he will make sure
so
you get people who is comfortable with them, you can trust them as officers of the local election.
Not national among the co say
oh yes and obi oba we ni bia nti na make wa say ye goto aba musum ye neutral ye tu bia ye neutral o ko election and for home for bia
after 31st no district regional and national no the results of
the constituency region national no
the results of the 31st no a bachelor dimension
oh of course when you were there it will determine about 60 to 70%.
Then even the MPs MPs if you are one after 31st no
of course
well anyway
I say